What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Shawn. Yeah.
What do an aerospace engineer, cancer immunologist, and bat scientist all have in common? We all have cool jobs in STEM fields. Whether it's building robots or learning to code, girls everywhere are finding their passion for science, technology, engineering, and math through positive role models and mentors. So dare to dive in, get connected, and explore. You never know what your future may hold. Learn more about these and even more cool jobs at SheCanSTEM.com.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Tap, 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 tap in. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. If I sound sleepy, it is. I am sleepy. I was in the emergency room with a cat. She's fine. My daughter Kelly. We was there till late.
Emergency room.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
Ultrasounds.
Somebody pregnant?
Boy, shut up. No, that's not the only reason why they do an ultrasound. Lord have mercy.
What am I missing here? What is
like
going on
60 years old. Anyway, we're not gonna get into it, but she's fine. But she's under the weather. I can't get into everything that went on. But we were there all night, watched the NBA finals there. Jay Black, I'll tell you more about it. I got one complaint. My daughter's fine. She's healthy. She got the meds that she needs. But I got one complaint. But let me hear how your night was. Oh, that's right. You just went home and went to sleep. All right, Shawnee, your turn.
Exactly. I'm a homebody. I can make up stuff every night, every day.
What did you watch on TV,
I think
dog?
I'm gonna start making up stuff. I'm gonna start making up this exaggerate. No, the NBA finals. I mean, first thing, I have a 9 to 5, and I worked real late yesterday. But I came home. I got to catch that basketball game. Exciting game. That's all I can say. Steph Curry, Golden State Warriors. A really exciting game. Came down to the fourth quarter. So as most NBA games do. So it was a good game.
I gotta pay Shawnee money, and I might have to double up. But the funny thing is that on my thing on the Vegas line, I bet Golden State in 7, and I think the NBA also bet Golden State in 7. That's all I'm gonna say. I think they got a bet on Golden State in 7 too. Shawnee, how was your night?
Let's see. What did I do last night? I worked, and I went to sleep early.
She went to work.
Yep.
Work. What time did you go to sleep? What's early?
Big Daddy King.
Early is like 10:30.
That is early. That's a nice 10:30. What is that? 1, 2,
10:30,
3,
11,
4,
something
5.
like that.
It's like 5 hours you got. That's not bad.
Well, but then I woke up at like 3 o'clock and started watching videos. So
Who just wakes up out of sleep and starts watching videos?
I can see that.
Well, for work. Yeah, like show prep and stuff. So I kind of started working. And then I took a 30-minute nap. And then I got back up and got ready.
Damn, that's the broken up nap. Okay. I mean, that's the broken up sleep. Okay, wake up 10:30, wake up 3:30, work a little bit, go back to sleep for 30 minutes. All right. So Stace, I got the call.
Hey, Clean Born.
We had to go to the same emergency room that my dad went to when he busted his eye open. And so we was back in there, you got to wear the mask, the whole 9. So I already knew when we go into emergency room at like a certain time, you're going to be there for a few hours.
You're going to be there for a minute. And you're going to be there for a minute. Emergency rooms.
It was just good. It wasn't a weekend. It was just good. It wasn't a weekend because the weekend be popping, and the emergency room needs a DJ on the weekend. Like,
yeah, it does.
They need a DJ. They need a DJ. They need a hookah lounge. They need things for you to do because it's
the average emergency don't really be an emergency. People go, oh, I only got a call for, hey, this is not normal. So they cloud up everything from the real emergencies.
If everybody had universal health care, the emergency rooms wouldn't be so crowded with people who don't have. They just run up in there for any and all things. And we went up in there. Okay, so because she had to get tests done, Akela couldn't eat and she couldn't drink. Right? She couldn't eat and couldn't drink.
Makes sense. It's normal.
They had to hydrate her with the IV. She's a soldier. Yeah. She ain't even flinch on the IV. Nothing. So,
okay.
So Stacy hasn't eaten. She hasn't eaten. We're in there. So nobody's gonna eat because we don't want to eat in front of Akela because we know she's starving. So I'm good. I'm good. I've already had my meal. I eat my last meal before a certain time, and then I'm a wrap. Then I'm good. So I'm like, all right. So we go through everything, and I'm like, I know the girl's hungry. She wants a bottle of water. She wants a snack.
She can't even drink water?
She couldn't.
Yeah, they won't give her ice. They wouldn't give her ice?
No, it was, but they were super nice. They were super nice, but for some reason,
super nice to me now.
No, the nurses were amazing. The people who pushed the wheelchair, because she was lightheaded, were amazing. Then people were super, super duper extra nice, and I appreciate you guys. I don't know why nurses don't get tips. I don't know why the person who works the register at the damn Dunkin' Donuts has a tip jar, but nurses don't have tip jars. I will never
did you give the nurse a tip?
I know because I've never.
She ain't no tip jar.
You could have gave the nurse a tip.
I've never seen anybody give somebody a tip to a nurse.
Nah. They get paid.
But you know what? Next time I'm gonna do it. You know what? You're absolutely right, Shawnee. I'm gonna be like, hey, and I don't even know what the going rate for tipping a nurse is, but every last person who pushed the wheelchair, the one black man who pushed the wheelchair had jokes. He made Akela feel nice. He was talking about how you want me to drive. I am your driver for right now. You tell me the speed. We're going to avoid accidents.
It was an adventure. He made it an experience.
He made it an adventure. And I was like, wow, that is really nice when somebody takes their job like that. Because really all he has to do is push you. And he
y'all were in a nice hospital.
Yes. Excellent. Unfortunately, everybody we know who's passed away, everybody close to us passed away in that hospital because that's the hospital we go to. So unfortunately, when me and Stacey go to the hospital, there's always a memory. How do people take 30-minute naps? I take 30-minute naps all the time. They're wonderful. I wish I could do that. If I lay down to take a nap, don't look for me for about 5 to 6 hours. Queen Born, you probably shouldn't smoke an L before you take that nap. You should probably just take a goddamn nap. All right. So it's all done with tester over. So now it is time. I go to the vending machine. She says she's already had ginger. She said, I just want some water, Dad. I said, all right. She said, I know she's hungry.
Hey, Nikki.
So I go to the vending machine, and I should have known something was wrong with this vending machine. The fact that there's no prices in front of the products. Morning, Mike Shawn, J Black. Good morning, White Chocolate.
What up, Nikki White Chocolate?
There ain't
so
no
you
prices.
have a vending machine with no prices.
No
you just
prices.
see the Doritos there, but you don't know how much they cost.
All I know is I'm gonna swipe this card, and I'm gonna get her the little smart popcorn that everybody in the family seems to like, the smart popcorn.
Okay.
So I say, let me get 3 bags of smart popcorn. I swipe that card, and that fucking machine says $5. Ooh, they already got my information.
Damn.
You don't get the price. You do not get the price.
Usually you can push the button and then it'll tell you before you buy it. Like you just push the button.
It says swipe your card and make selection. I pressed 109. That shit said $5.
For 1 bag of popcorn?
1 bag of smart popcorn.
Oh, nah.
At that moment, I realized we are all sharing this one little bag. You think I'm buying 3 separate bags, which is normally what I would have done, and spent $15 at a fucking vending machine? Then I had to go get the water. The vending machine. So I'm thinking, if the smart popcorn was $5, what are they selling the bottles of water for up in this joint?
Nah, probably about the same. That markup is crazy.
No, let me tell you something. I got to tell you, I'm ashamed as a parent that when I swiped and I put in that number and it said sold out, I was so happy. I was so happy that bitch was sold out.
It said sold out. But did you find out how much the water was before you swipe your card? See, that's the problem. What you
no. I already know I'm getting robbed. This is genius, y'all.
For popcorn.
This is genius. This is a genius way of doing things.
Well, yeah, you're vulnerable. That's how convenience stores get you. That's how vendors, like at certain times, at certain places, how bad do you want that Snickers? How bad do you want them Doritos? Like, pull that trigger. I could buy a whole box of them, or you could pay $5 right now.
Dog, they selling popcorn in hospitals the way they sell drinks at nightclubs. Dog. My God, I don't even know. I got it on where it's supposed to. I can't do anything with it, baby. I don't know. It froze. There you go. So yeah, it was $5 for that nonsense. Now I couldn't even. I mean, it just bothered me because I'm like, if people are in an emergency room, they're already in a bad situation.
Take advantage.
Why are y'all gonna take advantage of people who are sitting in the emergency room for hours, who are hungry, and you really can't just dip out? Because if they call your person and you leave the person by yourself, now you got to go through the whole thing of explaining, I'm with so and so. Can I get to the back? And you know, some hospitals, not this one, some hospitals become dickheads. That person at the front desk who knows nothing about medicine, is just a person at the front desk, feels like they have full control of the entire emergency room. So you sit there and they got you. And I was like, wow, that's price gouging. And that's supposed to be illegal.
But that's life. Imagine your car break down, the Pep Boys closed. You need to get some antifreeze or overheated. You're gonna go to that convenience. You're gonna go to that convenience store. You're gonna pay that crazy markup because.
But that was supposed to be illegal price gouging. Like, that should really be regulated. And the funny thing is, there's a person who owns that vending machine who's making the money off it. It ain't even the hospital. Somebody has the account.
Yep. And so you gotta stop buying from them. You gotta stop buying from them, make them bring the prices down. But they're gonna do that thing.
If that trend starts spreading where you don't know the price of your product till after you buy it, let me tell you something. What up, Stacy Mitchell?
I won't buy it.
Oh man! So,
if you really want it, you're like, I don't even care whatever it costs. We get in that mode sometimes. I don't even care. I need this or I want this. You know, I don't know, whatever they say it's gonna cost, you're gonna buy it.
I can't see myself paying $5 for a Snickers bar or some popcorn at that. Popcorn.
Think about it. You pay $4 for a little glass of orange juice at a restaurant when you go out for breakfast. You know darn well that bottle. I mean, you can get the whole Tropicana for $2.50 the carton, and you pay like $3, $3.50 just for that little glass. We do it all the time in life. If we really want it, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, but there's a price there. See, I don't know where because I know Cracker Barrel orange juice ain't $3.50. But
maybe like $3, for a little glass orange juice.
$3.50.
But there's
a markup and everything.
But the scam is that they're not showing you the price. Like these vending machines got to be outlawed. Like, you can't show me the price after I swipe.
I think you just didn't hit the button.
No, I literally why why would I do that?
That's why I'm like, you sure you hit the button so it didn't tell you the price?
I'm
like, usually if you hit the button, it'll pop up there, and then. But what I don't like about like some vending machines, it'll show you the price. Then you put your money in there, and you hit the button, and then it'll tell you sold out. Well, why you didn't say that when I pushed the button?
No refund.
No, it's an amazing that I'm telling you. This vending, I wasn't in the mood to video it. But as I'm doing it, because I was like, should I spend $5 so people can see this again? So I spent $10 just so Tropicana. The Trop is $3.79.
Yeah,
I don't get orange juice. I don't like orange juice.
You pay that, and you paying. That's crazy. That little cup you could have brought yourself. Boom.
Vending machines out. Yeah, you got to outlaw that vending machine. That vending machine has got to be some type of. They got to be. What else? That was it.
You should have put a note on the vending machine. You should have put a note on it for the person. Let them know that this was ridiculous or
the
that
smart
you wanted
pop
a refund.
Is $5. Get rid of that vending machine. But it's genius.
Start a petition.
It's the evil genius.
That's an easy hustle. That's a business. Yeah, business owners make
and
it
they
move.
Put it right in the emergency room. I
Put
said,
it where you know people can use it. People do that at their giant employers at work. You know, they work deals out with vending machines, and they
the prices ain't that bad at the airport vending machines.
Exactly, $5.
Like I've never spent $5 on anything at the airport vending. I bought sandwiches out the vending machine. Sometimes I was so desperate because my flight got canceled. I had to sleep at the airport. Yeah, and I was like, I gotta buy this damn sandwich. Something else that went on. All right, we can get to the show, man. Something else. Oh, let's talk about the NBA quickly.
Yeah, let's talk about the game.
I got
Mike.
I owe Shawn money.
Who won last night, Mike?
Golden State.
Oh, and, okay.
Let me just tell you something about the NBA, and nobody, because people don't dig this deep. You officials are so in cahoots with the NBA, and we don't understand that the NBA, this series is going 7 games because the NBA wants it to. And the shit that goes on, the shit that goes on and by these officials.
What's it good?
Klay Thompson, Boston's up by 5. They on a roll. They're on a roll. And listen, this is not the reason. This is not the reason why Boston lost. This is the reason why the officials get involved. But people don't see what momentum does. Boston's up by 5. Golden State gets the ball. Klay Thompson comes down for a 3-pointer. He literally, clearly shoves Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart falls on the ground and slides. And slides on his butt. And this is when you know everybody thought it was a foul. Everybody in the court stopped playing. Everybody stopped.
Even Klay stopped for half a second.
Klay stopped.
The guy with the ball.
And then he said, "You're not going to call that?"
Oh, okay. Let me just shoot this 3.
Shoots the 3, and Marcus Smart goes, "You're going to allow." I say, "Here we go with the bullshit." So I say, "Okay." I say, "Here we go," because I've seen it go both ways. I've seen what they do to teams. On the very next play, he hits the 3-pointer. Now they're down by 2. Boston has the ball. The ball goes out of bounds. Now they're going to do an inbounds. Marcus Smart puts his hand so that he can inbounds come get me the ball. He puts his hand up and the guy flops. Now, this is so blatant, the announcers have to say, wow, that was a flop. They call the foul on Marcus Smart. That is 2 bullshit fouls that they do on Marcus Smart. Twice. Now, Marcus Smart complains. They then give him a technical for complaining.
Oh, wow.
He was losing control, though.
They hit the no. They hit the technical. They then take the lead. Boston did nothing to lose that lead. The NBA refs decided that the Celtics were going to lose that lead.
No, and my take.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not
done. Okay.
They have watched Draymond in the same game. They gave Marcus Smart a technical for arguing a bogus call that the announcers and everybody knew. Draymond Green wanted the ball after a timeout was called. He steps to Jason Tatum.
Let me get that.
He tries to get the ball. Jason's not giving the ball. He follows Jason Tatum to the goddamn bench. Talking shit, and they still don't call it technical. Why don't they call it technical? Because they know if they give Draymond too many technicals, he'll be suspended. So Draymond Green basically could foul out a game, but they won't call any technicals because at a certain point, you'll miss a game. So he literally can curse these officials out to their face. And they will not give him the technical fouls because they don't want him to miss a game. They called 2 technical fouls on the Celtics, 0 on Golden State last night. Now, that is not the reason why they lost. But when the officials want to influence the game, they do it every fucking time. Every time they do it. And it goes over and over and over and over again. And it's like you're not watching basketball. It's like you're watching the WWE.
Yeah, Shawn Tatum was a little girl. He took the whole ball with him. You know, I'm giving you this ball. He took it with him to the bench.
Listen, you don't have to give the ball to Draymond. Draymond's not an official. Y'all can say whatever you want.
Hey, Ash.
But
now my takeaway, it was the coach's fault. anytime you have a player that's clearly pissed, clearly upset, you take them out the game to settle them down. You don't leave them in because it's only going to get worse.
You cannot take Marcus Smart out the game in the most crucial part of the game. You can't take him out in the fourth quarter.
You have to see the big picture. Even if it's for one series, the next whistle, I hate back in, but I need
Smart
you to
didn't even do anything that deserved a technical. He didn't lose his cool.
When you complaining that much,
dog, Draymond Green was stomping up and down on a call.
You can't worry about the next thing.
Draymond Green was Draymond Green. Listen, even Mark Jackson said it when they called the tech. Jeff Van Gundy said, "Well, the officials have had just about enough." And Mark Jackson said, "So I'm just saying, why would you pick now to say you had enough? The whole season you ain't said you had enough."
I saw a progression of when Smart. It looked like Clay could have pushed off, but it looked like
it wasn't no could have pushed off. They showed the highlight. They showed the review.
What? Because people flop all the time. So you just it's similar to Michael Jordan the last play when he made the three, and when Michael Jordan, they said
yes, and it was a foul.
But either way, I felt like the coach, once you see your player, it's like management. Once you see your employee, it's like in a relationship. Once you see whatever,
you
gotta step in.
It's not because Steve Kerr does not have to take
worse, and that's exactly what it kept getting worse. It was
Steve Kerr does not have to take Draymond out because the officials ain't making that call on him.
Thank you, Ashley.
It's bogus. And mind you, I got $300 on Golden State going 7 games and winning the 7th game. I don't even like Boston. I hate Boston. It's just the things that they do. This is the crazy thing. They'll do a review. They'll do a challenge. And they'll show a review where Steph Curry went to the basket and literally put his forearm, pushed the dude, and laid the ball up.
I remember that one. That was the last.
The announcers got quiet. When they said the play stands, the announcers got quiet.
Because if you're not aggressively extending, pushing a person off your arm, aggressive. There's a difference with your arm just being there versus you legit pushed off.
He extended it. He extended the entire arm.
But if my hand is on you, I could be on you and extend it, but not necessarily.
He didn't. Al Horford went up in the air. Steph Curry put his forearm and stretched it out.
Yeah, and
the announcers went. You know what the announcers did? They were like, and our sponsor for today is crypto coins, and I just go like this. Like I hate it because you're ruining.
It's all rigged.
I don't think. Once again, that's not why Boston lost. But the officials know how to influence the game. They're masters at it. And Tim Donaghy, a former NBA official who went to jail, literally did a whole YouTube on how he used to manipulate the games.
But even with the Draymond last foul when he fouled out, I didn't think that was a real foul. I thought he went straight up. It was very.
But he's yelling at the refs, and they won't give him a tech, and he knows it. He knows it.
They all holler at the ref or complain.
No, he called the ref. I read his lips. He called the ref a motherfucker.
Did he?
Yes.
But I guess they all curse
and the ref looked at him. But you give Marcus Smart during the most crucial part of the game a tech, but you won't give it to Draymond.
He might have called them a different name. But either way. But it's good. Basketball is good. When is the next game? Is it Thursday?
I'm thinking it's Thursday.
I think it's Thursday.
Can you check? Is it in Boston or Golden State? I thought the next 2 games were in Golden State, but it might be in Boston. I don't know who's got home court advantage. Who won the All-Star game? Isn't the person who wins the All-Star game gets home court advantage? So we needed Joey Crawford last night. Yeah, Joey Crawford would have gave everybody technicals. Joey Crawford actually kicked Tim Duncan out for saying something while he was on the bench. He wasn't in the game. Mike, if you get in the ref face/space, then most likely give you a text. Steph just puts his arm out for Steph. No, he pushes off. That's illegal. You can protect yourself.
They played Thursday at Boston, and then the 7th game is The 7th game is Sunday in Golden State. So Golden State is going to
And
win.
they might not make it because if I'm Golden State, I don't give a darn. I want to win it. I'm gonna win it in Boston.
It don't matter what Golden State wants.
You don't want to take that chance to go to.
It don't matter what Golden State wants.
Anything
I promise you.
Yeah, they might have to go.
Afro
Queen. Watch the foul trouble Golden State to be in. This is what I'm saying. Is both ways.
So Steph's gonna have two early fouls.
Watch the foul trouble that Steph Curry will be in. They'll make sure he has 3 or 4 fouls in the first half. And they'll manipulate it. This is why I just go like, okay, this is what y'all gonna do. I'm just happy my team is not in the NBA Finals. I'm just happy my team ain't in the NBA because there's no game in there's no game other than outside the 3 sports. There's no game an official has that much control. Like the NFL officials are more subtle than the NBA officials. Like they don't give a fuck. They're like, we know when we got to put our 2 cents in. He was given several on Thursday. Yes,
no,
he was. It all depends on what the refs, what the script is.
As long as Steph get his MVP, because I saw Skip talking about, well, maybe Andrew Wiggins going to steal MVP how Iggy did. But we'll see. Steph is no way he's losing MVP if they win the series.
No, not with his parents there and their
he's still averaging over 30.
Oh, let's get the show started. Shawnee, what you just said.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
It's the Steph Curry show.
So the Steph Curry parents, they got divorced. So Del and I don't know, Del Curry, I don't know his wife's name. Everybody else knows his wife's name. I forget the woman's name. So they have been divorced. They're both at the NBA Finals. Sonia. They're both at the NBA Finals with their new boo. They both happen to be white, and they are both mediocre. I don't understand. Right? So Del Curry got his mediocre old white woman. She got a real mediocre white dude. I'm like, so on social media, I swear, I think I sent y'all this, but it might not have gone. I think I actually did the video screenshot. So social media was like, why do the 2 people that they're together, the 2 white people, why do they look like those 2 used to be married? So that was the running joke, because when you look at them, you go like, damn, they do look like they could have been a couple. How about the motherfuckers did the research, and how about them 2 people were married before?
Yeah.
They did the what in the Sodom and Gomorrah is going on in the Curry household?
Wait a minute. Wait. What do you mean the Sodom and Gomorrah?
What in the couple switching are we doing? So these 2 used to be married. These 2 used to be married. Now they're dating. Now the 2 couples did a couple swap. But it's not for a TV show. They did a couple swap. Why?
Okay.
What is going on? Y'all don't think that's strange? There's a story behind this.
They ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody arguing. So I don't see what the problem is.
No, we never gonna see them fight or argue.
It's not what I would do. Not what I would do. I'm not saying
I want to know.
But I just don't see why everybody's so up in arms about their decision.
Those 2 were married. Y'all 2 were married, and then y'all swapped. So what was going on? Like, what was going on that y'all swapped?
I mean, that's their business.
Oh, no. All of this is their business. Everybody's business. Everybody's business that we talk about on this show is their business. We want to know. I'm messy today. I want to know what type of couple threesome did y'all have?
Couple threesome.
That y'all started liking the other person and y'all was like, you know what? Let's switch.
Well, I guess it happens in that world.
Oh, boy.
But when nobody at the game fighting or, nothing, when nobody cutting eyes or nothing.
No, I mean, we don't know what went on. We don't know if they wasn't cutting eyes. We don't know what was going on. I know Steph is in the middle of this shit going like, y'all real sloppy. Like, I'm the golden boy of the league, and now I'm a couples retreat. Yeah, sounds like they all met each other at a couples retreat and decided to switch partners.
Well,
Thank you.
I see what you're saying. I had to look up the pictures. So maybe I can look this up and see.
Here, I got one. I'm pulling up.
I see all 3 of them. So they got their original wedding pictures and then them with their new booths.
Oh, well, put yours up with the.
I don't have it. No. Okay. Let me get
That's the new boos. That's the new ones.
So that's them with their new dudes. I mean, their new dude. Wow.
Well, maybe they did a threesome. I mean, a
Couple of foursome,
thing.
a tag team.
Yeah, and
the
they
all
realized that they
I like you
like the other person better. Maybe that's what happened.
Let's switch this.
Why they ain't dating black anyway? But anyway.
No. Now all of a sudden, yeah.
Well, they probably can. Well, I don't know.
Shorty be funny. Shorty be pro-black until she want to be nice to somebody.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
So here's their photos, their family photo when they was together. So that's the two right there.
Y'all was a
they
couple.
white too.
Y'all was a couple.
Yeah, she got a boob job, everything.
Yeah.
So that's them together, and then
and then they got kids. And
that is weird. So they're together, and then all of a sudden now these break up, and then they go with both their part. Like, if they doing it out of spite, well, because you dating my dude, I'm gonna go date the man. I'm processing what you're saying. I wasn't really paying attention. This is really interesting.
And I sent the video. I sent the video where the dude on social media literally broke it down, and he was like, "Yeah."
Is it really that such of a small world that I just happen to fall in love with your?
There's only 1 billion people on this. There's only 7 billion people on the planet. You just happen to date. You just happen to date the person we went to dinner with. Both of us.
Maybe they in a swingers club. I don't know. Maybe they in a swingers club and it happened.
Somebody get messy. I wish Wendy Williams was healthy. Oh man, I need somebody.
I think the dad got the better end of that deal, though, right?
The who?
The dad did get the better end. Neither one of them got a good end, but but the dad did. The dad did get the better end because that dude is balding and is
I mean, well, maybe he got a bag. Maybe his
he definitely got a bag.
Maybe he got some money, and I mean, you don't know. You just looking at the outside. You don't know what. Because they
force them.
Ashley, a
force. I mean, well, it looks like a little force gone right because everybody's happy in the end.
Well, they had an ugly divorce. Really? Everybody's happy in the end, but the divorce was very ugly, and they did a good job of settling that down because Steph is the golden boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, dog, like, you know what's funny? Y'all can say what y'all want. Steph gets treated different because he is light skinned.
Is that privilege
because if Steph was dancing and doing all the taunting that he does, and he was Jaylen Brown, he would be looked upon differently. He would be the bad guy.
Speak it, talk it. I tell it to Lady Q all the time.
He would be the bad guy. Yes. He would be the bad guy.
Not right, but
if he was Jaylen Brown doing a little dance and going to the crowd. And matter of fact, Draymond's the bad guy because Draymond does the same stuff that.
But Draymond be kind of thrown off. I don't care what if he like.
No, Draymond's an ass.
Draymond be doing. So, yeah, we can't deny.
Draymond's an ass. The only guy who got the light skin privilege was Michael Jordan, but that's because Michael Jordan was so great. LeBron gets some light skin privilege too. I ain't gonna lie, LeBron gets some light skin privilege. But if you just
I remember Mike Finley doing that, dancing and stuff with the crowd. Nobody.
Finley, former Dallas Maverick.
Michael Finley, yeah.
He would do some silly stuff out there on the court.
We the worst. Shout out to you. We the worst. So yeah, I thought that was very strange. I thought that was a little story that was just messy. It means nothing to me. I just think it's nice and messy. I think sometimes we just need a messy story.
Maybe after the game, we'll get a little bit more insight on what's going on with that.
You think this couple is really gonna last long?
Hell no.
This is really think this is just a get back.
They just strictly having fun. It's a get back, and they having fun.
Then again, Kim Kardashian started off they have fun, and now she's hemmed up, booed up, like in love. So, but I doubt in this scenario, this one here.
You don't think Steph's mom and dad will get back together?
No. I think they've been together so long. They were almost like we had a good run. Yes, Draymond is a straight ass.
But Steph do the same. They do the same. They kind of
Draymond's a bad comparison. Draymond's Dennis Rodman, so that's a bad comparison. Yeah. But I will say, if Jaylen Brown did the same thing Steph did, people would look at him different. Maybe they were all swingers at one time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were.
I got you.
I'm pretty sure they were. Is my comment. Your comments are blocked. We didn't block them.
No. I was just late getting a comment up, so she's you good, Patrice.
I'm like,
it's nice and messy.
Comments.
It's nice and messy, but the behind the scenes of the real life. See, people really, the public really ain't cool. The public really don't want the real stories behind people's lives and how they live, because we like the little perception that is built up for these people. We like we like that perception that's built up as everybody's just, these are the nice guys and these are the bad guys. These are the smart people don't smoke crack. These people smoke crack. The rappers do that. So we like to put the perceptions on everything that's going on. Another messy story. Gunna and Young Thug. I saw the story on these dudes in jail.
Okay, what's going on? Because I'm not keeping up with this story.
Gunna and Young Thug have the possibility of doing life in jail.
For
some drug trafficking.
For they're proving that YSL was not a record company. It was basically an illegal crime family.
Yeah, Stacey Mitchell. Who?
yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to do it either. Yeah. Remember, y'all, I was in an emergency room for like 6 hours. So I had time to actually watch the videos.
Young Gunna. No, what is it? You said Gunna and Young Thug.
So
right?
These dudes are so nuts that the cops said the guns that they found, they don't know how in God's green earth that he could have purchased these. They don't know where he got them from. Like, these guns are so unique and so crazy. So then while they were in jail, this is nuts. While they were in jail, Gunna and Young Thug, the plan was to have a drone drop off illegal cell phones. So the drone dropped off the illegal cell. Like, I'm sitting there going like, was y'all going to do it at night when nobody can see the drone? Like, did y'all think y'all was going to just have a drone go over the prison and just drop some shit? I don't know. Maybe it happens. I never ran a crime syndicate. So the phone got dropped off. When the phone gets dropped off, they see the phone. They allow the phone to get into the prison because they tapped it. So they tapped the phone. And then they start getting in. Somebody, not Young Thug, now all alleged, not Young Thug or Gunner. Somebody gets on the phone and calls the YSL members to say, you got to get to the witnesses and tell them to delete this, and that. They have to get to them cell phones and delete this, and that, and this evidence and whatever evidence. Well, that was all tapped. So that all got heard by the lawyers now. I did not know they cannot trace a FaceTime. I learned all this crime shit. I did not know they cannot trace a tape. They can't tap a FaceTime.
Like minutes live, like a face live.
Yeah, so everything they do it via FaceTime. I don't know if this is true, guys. Just going by the story that was on the news.
So text messages, you got voicemails, you got phone
they can
calls,
tap
you got,
your actual conversation. They can't tap a live yet. They don't know. For some reason, they can't tap a live on the cell phone.
Mike dropping that knowledge. Go ahead, Mike.
Didn't know. I thought it was fascinating. I was like, wow, I would think FaceTimes would be, well, you can record somebody's FaceTime. You could take pictures of the FaceTime, but they can't record it. Like, you got to do it on your cell phone, the FaceTime person who's actually getting FaceTime. Ashley said, Ashley want to join in. Let's go. They had a 15-year-old on the stand last week saying how his life was threatened along with his family. If he don't do what they tell him to do, they're going down. That's what it looks like, Ashley. This looks like some crazy shit. This is messier than Steph Curry in a different way. This is messier.
It's almost messier than Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if they're unique guns, where did they get them from then? Y'all know where they got them from.
I don't even know.
It's probably the same type of situation they got into that Rick Ross got into.
So they were like, I didn't know it's from 50 years to life they could catch.
Over some guns.
No, they had a whole crime from stolen cell phones. They were the masters at stolen cell phones. Oh yeah, if you're committing crime, keep your cell phone for 1 to 3 weeks and then get rid of it. This is what they said. They only use cell phones for 1 to 3 weeks and then they got rid of it.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out. And when the white guy said burner, it sounded so funny. When he said burner, he was like, they use the phones known as burners. I'm not laughing at, listen, man. If somebody says I'm doing 50 years in jail, just understand that I'm hanging myself. I'm gonna Aaron Hernandez. I'm not doing 50 years in jail.
So T.I. had illegal guns too. Remember, they were saying he could be facing all them same things,
but it was personal. See, they got him as a crime syndicate.
Yeah, they saying the whole that YSL is not like a record label entertainment group. It's like a cartel.
And Kevin Lyles went on trial and defended them and was basically trying to say, like, let them out on bail. There is no bail. There is no bail.
Oh, yeah. They Kevin Lyles and Julie Greenwood with the petition. Yeah. Okay. I see it.
Kids don't do crime, kids. Yeah. This system ain't built.
Yeah, because he made it. He was a hip hop artist that was getting paid from that. I guess you can't leave that stuff alone. What got you there? It's hard to walk away.
Wish they could. I really wish they could.
I get using it as a stepping stone a lot of times to get you on, but once you're on, it's all right. Now let's flip it
on the Rico, John. Yes, the Rico. They trying to get him on the Rico, and listen, man.
Damn.
God, there go that word, John.
Yeah, that's the John. That's Philly right there, John. See how you can use it. That's another way to use it on that Rico John. That's a very Philly slang for those watching.
It makes sense now. My little brother says that to me. Like when I talk, my little brother lives in Pottstown, and when we talk, he'd be saying, and I just never really, said, what are you saying? But now it makes sense.
All right, so we'll get to. There's a question that Jay Black has, but I want to ask Shawnee. I want to ask Jay Black. Well, Shawnee, in Dallas, when you go shopping, do you have to buy your bag now? Do you have to buy a bag if you want your groceries to go in a bag, or if you want your product to go in a bag, whatever you buy?
Nah, you don't have to.
All the stores still have bags that they get for free?
Yeah, well, I only go to Kroger or Tom Thumb or Walmart, but then I have my own bags, but you can get the little plastic bags. Yeah, those are free.
I'm so tired of getting charged 33 extra cents for these bags, man.
Why you just don't buy
Just bring your own at that point if you know what it is.
I'm not a person who plans to go to the grocery store. If I go to the grocery store, it's by circumstances. I'm just driving by. So I'm not planning on going there. So I just stop in there, Jay Black. That's the problem with Philly rappers. Once they get on there, they can't leave the streets alone.
Can't leave the streets alone. From the streets to the fame.
Leave the streets alone. The game needs me. Yeah, so everywhere I'm going, I'm buying 30. So now I got to put, I look like a bag lady. I got all bags in my car for different stores. Like Wawa, that's like a 7-Eleven. Got their own bag. It's 33
what
cents.
Is that?
Wawa is the most amazing place in the history of the
world.
world.
I know what Wawa is. Y'all don't hear that?
Well, yeah, I did hear something.
I just heard a bling.
No, there's something.
Nah, I don't hear anything.
Be quiet, John. Shh.
What does it sound like?
It's like somebody else talking on the line with us.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, like the three-way used to connect the phone. You got somebody listening? You got somebody on the phone? Eavesdropping? You try to set me up?
A ghost on here with us.
Y'all talk about the feds and phone tapping and all that.
Oh, yeah, like, that's what started in my.
You said a trigger word, right? You said
the trigger word.
You said something that triggered something.
I don't do no illegal stuff. I don't even switch lane. Dallas used to make us pay for bags. Well, it's coming to Dallas. It's coming back to Dallas because yes, Stacey Mitchell. Everywhere you go, if you forget to bring that bag, you got to pay for another bag or just buy 2 items that you can carry. So you got to buy.
Sequisa, I thought Jay Black was over there doing something.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, so I'm not. Yeah, it sounds like somebody talking, like a lady talking or singing or something in the background.
Yeah, he was probably playing something on his phone. Who knows?
But they have regular bags too, though, Mike, that you could just carry with you everywhere you go, like a generic. It doesn't have to be a Walmart bag for Walmart. You can take any bag.
No, I get it, but I just take every time I buy a bag, just throw it in my trunk now. Now I just throw them in the trunk. Looking like a bag lady. This is ridiculous. Like, yeah, so the 33 cents. So it ain't really about saving the environment. It's about y'all trying to cop 33 extra cents off of every time okay, y'all motherfuckers.
Well, we had a shooting in Dallas yesterday. Well, we have a shooting in Dallas every day. Yeah, at the Bob Knight. Well, the Duncanville Fieldhouse is what's called now. They're still getting information, but this is what I heard. This is what the streets told me, that this dude. So at Duncanville Fieldhouse, it's a place where they have like 16 basketball courts, 16 volleyball courts, for youth teams to come in and play. They do tournament play. They run camps, and in the summertime they have a summer camp for the kids. So there's about 180 kids there for summer camp. It's mainly kids building ain't that big. And this guy was pissed at his girl. I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his wife, and he came up there with a gun to shoot her. He was gonna kill her because he was mad at her. Allegedly, that's what the street's saying. He walked in looking for her. They saw him come in with the gun, and they called police. Police showed up, saw him with the gun, and shot him. And he died. And that was it. They got all the kids out down the street to the rec center so the parents could come back and pick them up.
And what part did she play? She did something to incite him and mess with his mental or something. She was playing game. We don't know.
When does that become an option?
I'm not even gonna answer, Jay.
No, I ignore Jay.
I be trying to understand the other part.
Even.
Like what triggered? Like something. It's always another side to understand.
There's nothing.
Like, what part did you play in?
I'm just trying to nothing to understand when you go to a place that is for kids.
Right, I'm not saying anything.
This is
right.
for kids.
There's
no adult.
We don't know the story. We don't know what happened. We don't know why they. We don't know. We don't know why they broke up. We don't know if she got caught cheating. We don't know if she was taking it from the back from somebody. We don't know. We don't know what happened. All we know is that
forgive me for asking questions, but that's generally what I do. I always try to understand before I rush to judgment.
What is there to understand about a person going to a place for kids?
He was looking for a female. He wasn't looking to hurt no kids. He was trying to find her, right?
Yeah,
trying to find her.
But you don't go up there with all them kids and do something like that.
Well, he dead now. I have to keep logging off and coming back because I can't comment.
Trying to get a comment on.
So she triggered him to shoot up an area with children. No. You used the word trigger. You used those words.
Said it, Jay.
If you wanted to, if all you had to say literally was, what happened that made him go up there? But when you say it triggered him, which is
So what did she do?
Like what did she do to get him mad? I'm just going to listen. I don't care. Like I'm just saying, you get mad when people, but then you use words like triggered him. I don't know.
I'm just misunderstood. So go ahead. Finish with
you are misunderstood. I know you.
I'm just trying to understand what happened. What led up? It's always something that leads up to us. No one just snaps and just out of nowhere. Well, no one. I ain't gonna say no one. No one in their right mind just does that. So I'm thinking, well, what was it? What part did they play? How did it lead to that? There's something more missing. And just trying to understand. That was it.
I just think it's scary that we just live in a society where people, that's an option. That's never been listen, man, one of my options has never been to kill somebody over one of my girlfriends, even if she was cheating.
Temporary insanity for some.
They're saying that he shot twice, but none of the children, none of the staffers were injured. This happened about 8:30 a.m. 150 children were there. But because at first I'm like, the first stories that came out, they didn't say all this, that he went in there shooting. But
Marsha said he definitely wasn't in his right mind.
Okay, he went into he tried to go into one of the classrooms, but was unable to due to the door being locked. So he fired one shot into the classroom, which had children inside, according to police. None of the children were in. Then he went into one of the gyms where there were also children, and that's where they found him. I guess that's where they exchanged gunfire with the suspect and struck him. According to police, he was taken to the hospital where he died. Police said in a news conference that between the time when the suspect entered the gymnasium and when officers arrived, the children were moved from the building.
If you one of them ambulance workers and you know the situation and I guess you wouldn't know the whole situation then. Yeah, so that was gonna say something, but if you knew that this was the shooter that that was shooting at a school, when the ambulance doors actually closed, would you help them for real, or would you just sit there? And
that's your job to help them.
Yeah,
if there are no cameras, in the ambulance, do you just go like this, and like do? Yeah. I don't think you're gonna make it on.
That's your destiny.
You should want them to make it so they could pay the cost for what they did. You don't want them to die.
Yeah,
You want
I
him
don't
to
need.
suffer? Because dying, that's the easy way out. He dead,
No.
so now he ain't got to deal with none of this. He's dead.
Yeah, but
I'd
when you
rather him
bleeding
be
out,
alive.
it just crowds up. It just crowds up the jails, the prisons. It's just another person in the prisons to cause havoc to those who are innocent in jail.
Taxpayers paying for it.
Yeah, we just pay money
but
to feed.
I mean, but if they shot him, that's the easy way out. I'd say, you know, and this is gonna sound harsh, but you know, he should kill himself. You know, instead of because it's the easy way out. He dead.
None of this is Christian like, y'all. None of this is Christian like. I just think maybe I might let him bleed out. Like I might just let him bleed out in the ambulance blood. We couldn't stop the blood. It was crazy. Do you have the old sound effect from back in the day on the night show with the putting ice in the glass and no, that's in the instant replay. That was our sound effect. That's funny.
Replay.
Yeah, I probably had that sound effect.
I just threw that away too. Instant replay.
That you threw an instant replay away?
Yeah, I got.
You had the whole thing, a 360.
Yeah, I threw it away.
Why? You should have sent that.
I had to shorten the cord, and it was a long story, and I got frustrated. Why
would you?
Sometimes the things get me frustrated. I just want to get rid of it.
And you threw the instant replay. How long ago did you throw this away?
No, this was not even a week and a half ago.
When did you throw it away?
But anyway.
Anyway, we lost everybody. Okay,
people don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh God.
But so violence is never the answer, people. Violence is never the answer, and asking questions obviously isn't either. Not getting to the facts and figuring things out is not.
No, you just don't know how to word stuff. You said what triggered him, like he was a victim. Something triggered him. That's all I'm saying. I don't care. Like. I mean, I like when you ask the questions. I don't like when you don't ask the questions. I like when Lady Q let you back out.
Good morning, Jackson.
Because you've been watching your mouth lately. You've been watching your mouth lately, and it's been boring. You've been watching your mouth. You don't want to see Lady Q's comments. You scared of the Q comments. That's what we're gonna start calling them. The Q comments.
What question you got, Jay? I know you got a question.
You be scared of the barge in now. You getting bullied, Joe? Why are you getting bullied? Like, why you letting this get bullied?
I told her she's changing me because now I'm second guessing everything. She be telling me I'm rude, then I be like, wait, was that a rude moment? Like I never cared before to stop and think. Because somebody say, hey, how you doing? Like literally the neighbor the other day, 2 days ago, he said, hey, how are you? I said, I'm good. And I kept it moving. And I said, wait, is that one of them times she told me I'm rude and I'm supposed to say, hey, I'm fine, how are you? And if I don't care how you doing, why should I ask how are you doing?
For you, that's fine.
She's messing with my brain. She is.
For you, that's fine.
With my brain.
She is.
Like my neighbor 2 doors down, I was walking the dog. He said, how you doing? He was power washing, right? So what I do, what Michael does, the social butterfly of the neighborhood when I'm walking the dog. I said, yeah, been where you were at. I was there a few weeks ago.
Power wash.
Yeah, with the power wash. I see you see. Then I started talking man shit. I was like, I see you got the same lame adjustment that I got that just takes you hours just to do the dry. He was like, yeah, and my back's killing me. So we got into like a 5-minute conversation. But for you, hey, hello, that's good. That's an improvement.
But he just said, hey, how are you? And I said, I'm good. And I just keep it moving. And she said, I'm rude.
Wait. You didn't say how you doing?
No. But it messed with my head. Because I said, wait,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I just answered the question.
Only thinking about himself. Yeah, only thinking about himself.
We leave the restaurant, you go through a drive through and they say, hey, all right, thanks, enjoy your day. I say, thanks. And it's like, you're supposed to enjoy your day back. I'm like, I don't really
you
care.
do the same. Yeah.
But I don't. I just answer the
you
question.
too. Okay, you too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you
really don't be meaning it. So why play that game? Like, so I don't know.
Here goes Stacy. Here goes Stacy. Yup, a helpmate was supposed to help change you. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with all that, but yeah, he is getting changed. But listen, I need you to keep evolving as a person in your personal life. On the show, I don't need you to evolve. I need you to be the same dude. I need you to be the same Draymond Green right on the show.
Draymond Green on the
all
show.
I do is ask questions.
That's it.
That's it. That's all.
Okay.
Honestly, like here's a question right here.
What question you got?
Here's a question. Let's get it. Your husband rejects your food over a little misunderstanding and goes to bed hungry. As a good wife, what will you do? Who goes to bed hungry because they mad?
As a good wife, what does that got to do with the wife?
I think they're saying, as a good wife, do you try and correct the misunderstanding and say you need to eat? Like you need to eat some food.
I'm not gonna let you not eat this food just because we had a disagreement. You need to go fix that, right?
Okay, let's look at this. He says the husband rejects your food over a little misunderstanding and goes to bed. So he already gone to bed. What I'm supposed to go in there and wake him up and say, babe, you need to eat?
I guess as he's walking to the bedroom, you go like, "Where you going? You're not gonna eat." Like, and then he goes,
I mean, okay,
"Yeah, I'm not
I
gonna
would say that.
I'm not gonna eat because
Jamal
pushed us. Why am I not? We have a Q comment. Q comment. Q comment. Q comment.
I mean, but what are you supposed to do?
No, you actually go to bed hungry.
Yes, I will.
Hungry.
Why? Why would you go to bed hungry?
You're punishing yourself.
No, I'm not touching your food that you cook because we got a problem, and I don't even want to touch your food. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't need you.
So do you order something? Do you order something to eat separately or something?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to bed. And
you just go to bed. Who plays poor?
But wait a minute. He gonna go to bed angry, but wake up in the morning and want that bacon.
No, I'm even more angry because you let me go to bed hungry.
What?
Yes, and you didn't try to fix it. So that's a bigger problem now. So
fix it now,
2 days now that I ain't gonna say payback.
Fix
but
it how?
It's 2 days that I gotta get you back for now. Now
I'm supposed to fix it.
Hold on, Shorty. I'm gonna let you go. I just want to thank Jay Black for reverting back. This is the motherfucker I need on the show. Continue, Shorty. Go ahead, Shorty. You gotta fix it, Shorty.
Fix it. If you don't want to, if you don't want to eat, how I'm supposed to fix it?
I need you to come apologize and say you're sorry, and then make sure that I'm eating. I'm legit. I need that. If you're a good wife, you want to make sure that I'm not going to bed hungry. You have to say, well, whatever.
Husband, if you a good husband, you ain't gonna be that petty.
It's not about being petty. If we got a disagreement,
yes, it is.
I don't need your food. How about that?
Okay. So but you do. Mad.
I want your food, but I'm not. I'm gonna let that bacon get cold. I'm gonna let that pancakes just sit there.
And you took the time to cook. Who do you think that hurts? You think that hurt me?
That just wasted your money.
It's hurting both of us.
No, it's not.
Your
money.
You know I got a problem.
Yeah, but your money bought the food.
You know I got an issue, and you're not going to help fix that problem. And you're going to allow me to sit there.
I knew you had a problem when we got married.
Just as wrong.
So you had a problem when we got married. So listen, you've been eating all these other days.
Listen, this is what I did. This is like they always have this thing in AA.
I'm not touching.
They always say they
Jacqueline said she ain't touching your food either.
This is what they say in AA. Being mad at somebody.
Give me a little funky food.
It's like you eating the poison and you trying to punish them. She not going to bed. She not going to bed hungry.
She's up. She know that I'm upset, so she should be affected.
Well, she's going to bed full.
But she should be affected and not allow me going to bed like that.
Well, you should sit down and eat. And you could talk over dinner, but you're not thinking about that. You just being a Draymond Green.
I'd be like, what does your stomach hitting the back from your hunger got to do with me? Dog, why would I make myself feel worse? I will eat your food and still be mad at you. Like I will eat your food angry.
You decided you didn't want to eat. Yeah, make it make sense. I allowed you to be
hungry because you decided you didn't want to eat.
It's your fault. It's literally you play a part in that, and I need you to acknowledge that. And why would you want me to go to bed hungry? You know I love to eat. You know I love my certain meals. So for me not to touch that food, that should be a trigger. It should be an eye-opening moment for you to say that there's a bigger problem. Yeah, we need to figure this out, and I need to make it right, or we need to have some type of conclusion.
But
I don't want your.
Why would you stop? But I don't get it. Listen. When
I saw that meme, I was like, "Yo, that's real."
When I'm angry, I am not sacrificing anything. When I'm angry, I am not sacrificing. You want to be selfish? Be me. I'm going to eat your food and I'm still going to be pissed at you and you still going to know I'm pissed at you. You think I'm going to go to bed angry when I pay for the goddamn food? I bought the food and now I'm going to leave the food there so you can throw it away. So not only am I going to bed hungry, I done wasted my money. Yeah, Marriage Boot Camp Philly is casting now. Jay and Lady Q will be stars. Might have a check on the. They got a check waiting for them.
Jay.
I don't want your food. I'm being honest. If we
But you keep talking about the food.
Because you think I need your food? You think I really need your food? You think I need?
Yes, you do.
Listen to how petty you are. You're not even trying to fix the problem. You just over there huffing and puffing like you 5 years old and we in grade school. Talking about you need to apologize. You might need to apologize.
Wait.
What's
This
wrong with you?
This is the problem. He keeps asking these questions, and the answer is you do. You think I need your food? You do.
I don't. Yeah. I really don't. You think I can't go to the store and get my own food?
You're not going to.
I can go cook my own bacon.
You're not going to.
So if it really came down to it,
but you're not going to. But you're not going to.
No, you're not going to. But I need you to see how important this is. That it's a problem for
I could learn geometry.
That plate will sit right there. That food will stay right there.
But all you're doing is going to bed hungry.
I'm going to bed. Nobody.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying nothing to you. Don't say nothing to me. It's going to be problems. Now it's uncomfortable. Why be uncomfortable? Just fix the problem.
Why?
A good wife is not going to allow that to happen.
Dog,
a good wife is going
to
have that dialogue. You're going to figure it out.
No, good people don't go to bed stomping their feet because they don't want to sit there and have the conversation. You know, you could initiate the conversation too, right? You do get that.
Obviously, I tried at some point and it didn't go well, so that's why I'm not talking to you no more or touching your little funky food. Obviously,
dog, you don't want to go on. You go. The rest of the house is going to bed full. Your son going to bed full. Your wife going to bed full. You're the only person going to bed like you in a third world country, and for only a nickel a day, you can feed this person. Yeah, you're the only person.
That's a problem for me. If you think that it's okay to just let that go, that's a problem. That means you don't even care the fact that I got a problem that I'm not even touching this food.
She can't force feed you.
No, but you can apologize. You can have that dialogue to fix the issue.
She doesn't feel that she's wrong.
Well, you need to look at it from my perspective. So that means you're wrong. That means you're wrong for not even considering another perspective, because obviously they just yours.
Wrong.
Are you considering another perspective?
So let's have that dialogue to figure it out. Obviously, it's a problem. I'm not touching that food.
You want a dialogue. You don't want a dialogue. What you want
is you're trying to fix this problem.
What you want is a dialogue that ends in everybody agreeing with you. That's not a dialogue.
What you want.
We
too damn old to be playing these dumbass. Yes, who goes to bed hungry and is over 20?
That's Stacy, me too. I don't know what she said.
Oh my God, Jay Black.
I just saw. I didn't know what y'all was going to say. I thought you were going to say a good wife is going to fix the problem, but y'all saying a good wife. What as a good wife? What you going to let that nigga go to bed hungry?
The good wife made the food. She made dinner. Y'all could talk about it over dinner. You're the one who stomped off and decided that you was gonna go to bed and not eat. You
didn't even think about that.
And then she thinking I'm so into I can't do something. You would have to find when the bacon's at first laughing. I can figure this stuff out. I'm independent. I'm a grown person.
You know where the bacon at, Jay. Jay, where the bacon at in the house?
I know that I couldn't find the cinnamon. It took me a while to find the cinnamon. That's different seasoning. But the bacon is in the fridge in either the main compartment or the bottom compartment.
You ain't been independent hold up, Shawnee. You have not been independent in over a decade. Okay, so stop.
Stop. You make bacon, Jay?
No,
and that is an applause. Let me give an applause to Lady Q. You are not independent until you walk out the house. When you walk out the house, you are then independent again. But in that house, the CEO of that house, the person who knows everything about that house, is the Q. Lady Q with the Q.
Yes.
I just want to know, as a good wife, what does a good wife? If you're a good, what is your expectations from a good wife?
The same thing. That's the expectations of a good husband. That means we sit at the table, we enjoy this food that I always enjoy, and we continue the conversation.
But it's clearly a problem. So what does a good wife do? It's clearly a problem.
What do you mean it's clear?
If the husband rejected the food, it's clearly a problem. You saying a good wife is going to ignore it?
Dog.
Well, a good wife is not gonna sit up and argue with you about this.
First of all, good
wife
wives
made food and left it there for you. You the one that walked off and went and got in the bed.
Good
That's
wives
on you.
and good husbands. This is just good people with common sense. If you want to solve the problem, you don't go to bed.
Yeah, you fix
That's all I'm saying. You don't go to bed.
I'm so behind with all these comments.
And you know what? If you want to go to bed angry,
Stacey,
I'm good with that. Like I understand.
Stacey's so independent that she go and Stacey's mind is different. You got to care about your husband too, though. You can't just be well. This is my way or no way. You got to have it has to be open to understand. If he has a problem, you should have a problem. It ain't just figure it out.
Why do you always pull that card if you care? You know she cares. She's already proven that she loves you and that she cares. So that little card that you play every time, if you care. Motherfucker, you know she cares.
I'm serious. If I got a problem, you should have a problem. You should not.
Your wife has proven above and beyond that she cares. Dealing with you every day, she's already proven that. So that childish little card that you play.
I did not say it's my way or no way.
No, you said a wife can't be my way or no way.
No, I'm saying that a wife can't be, well, if you don't care, I don't care. Like, you can't just let that go. You have to legit figure out the problem.
So at what point do I get to be I don't give a fuck because you don't give a fuck? So at what point do you care more so that I cannot give a fuck?
What?
Why am I always why do you think I'm supposed to always chase you to make sure you're good? Make sure your feelings are okay. Because I gotta make it right.
If I'm not touching that food, you know it's a problem.
And you're not touching the food over some dumb shit that you created in your brain.
But that's from your perspective. What about mine? You gotta consider my thoughts and feelings. And your mind is BS, but mine is a big deal.
I've known your thoughts for 14 years, and they always come from your brain. There ain't a damn thing I can do about what you created in your brain. There's not a fucking thing I can do about it.
Hour and 6
minutes. You created it in your brain.
Please mark this down.
Anything about it. Right. We've had a discussion before.
I'm not talking to you no more about this because the
reality is you create issues in your brain and you make them a reality. That's not my reality. I'm not in your brain.
So a good wife's supposed to just ignore the fact that I have an issue?
A good wife is not going to get roped into your bullshit to make the issue bigger.
Why not try to rectify it?
I can't rectify it. I can't because you created it. It's in your brain. I didn't do shit. I didn't do it. You did.
But it's obviously, if we're union, if I got an issue.
No, but it's in your brain. You could wake up. Listen,
get into that brain to figure out the problem and have that dialogue.
You can wake up from a dream that you had and swear it's reality and have a problem the whole fucking day. And I have no idea. Come the end of the day, you're like, oh, well, I had a dream last night and X, Y, Z. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even there.
We're not talking about dreams. So that's that. But were you just trying to pivot off something else?
I'm not pivoting. That's how most of the shit starts. You find a way to pick a fight because you had a bad night's rest. So you pick a fight and it carries over to the day.
I don't. The meme said if I didn't touch your food as a good wife,
because other than that, there's no reason for you not to eat my food. There's no reason. You had a problem festering all day.
As a good wife, Jacqueline said she would wrap it up and put it away and go night. So
that's probably what Stacey would do. Just wrap it up and be like, all right, you ain't gonna eat,
Yeah,
talk about it over dinner.
And, like, well, we got leftovers for tomorrow.
All these comments.
Lady Q, go hide all that shit. Listen.
Right. Lady Q, hide all that food.
Anybody who see me on stage knows I ain't got no problem with going to bed angry. I really don't. I don't have a problem with holding a grudge. I really don't. But I'm not.
Lady Q, like something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me.
Jay. Let's have an intervention. Let's just
if I legit, it's praying for her.
Let's have an intervention here.
It could be a difference of opinion and figure it out.
Jay, you. Literally, I know that's a fact. That you create something in your head. I'm great. Why? I'm a great wife. You better act like you know.
I nobody said she wasn't a good wife.
No.
Problem.
But you literally
a good wife to ignore your husband if he got an issue.
Jay, do you understand? Every time we have this discussion, you never bring up your partner's feelings in this. You directly focus on you, and then you. And then more you, and then you text you, and then you DM you. Then after you DM you, you tweet you, then you TikTok you, and then you go back to you.
You never get on with you.
More prayers. I don't get praying for her.
We got to.
Or like there's something wrong with me.
Lady Q, make T-shirts that say prayers for Lady Q so we can wear them on the show.
Yeah, wear.
I'll send my $25.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was just a simple question. I just want to know what a good wife did. When I saw that it was enlightening, I had no idea it was going to backfire on me though. Like to y'all, I'm some type of weirdo or something.
I still
don't want to touch the food, or I got this mean, but I related to this.
I'm not going to bed hungry. That's dumb. I don't have a job. Dog, I'm not paying bills to keep the lights on. That's like going to bed and saying I'm not watching TV, even though my favorite TV show is on, just to let you know how mad I am. Good morning. I'm not going to bed hungry. We can eat the food silently. We can eat the food where I take the food to the room or to the living room, and we can eat separate. But what I'm not doing is making my stomach grumble simply because I'm mad. Because I'm mad. I can't even sleep when I'm hungry. I gotta wake up. Lady Q, you want to hang out this weekend? Come on, girl. Stacey Mitchell, don't you go fucking up life.
Stay away from Stacey. Stacey's a good person.
Call me the petty wife because I'm throwing it all. Sequita said I'm throwing it all away. God,
I ain't gonna throw it away.
Now that's see. So that's not a good wife, right, Mike? Is that a good wife? Or just throw it away?
It's not productive. Why are we throwing good food away? Why are you not eating the good food? And why are you throwing away the good food? Just wrap it up.
Oh wow!
And I wish my wife would cook some dinner.
Are you the cook, Don? Are you the cook?
No,
Don got personal.
Deeper. Yeah, he just wants some food.
Look at that! Look at that man. That man right there can't get his wife to cook. You won't eat the food because you're mad. This man,
but I can't base the success of my relationship off of somebody else's.
Page can't even get a meal.
I can't look at life like that. Well, this person, you got
I'm
more
not
than this other
laughing at
person.
you, Don. I'm laughing at Jay.
No, you can't. You can't base like, oh well, you want to complain. You can't complain. Look, there's people over there that wish they had food. You got food. You can't live your life.
Is it that y'all had a misunderstanding? But she can overlook it enough to cook for you, but you can't overlook it enough to eat.
In that moment, I feel like a conversation is needed deeper, and you can't.
And she does too, but she still cooks.
Figure it out, like
but she still cooks for the family. She still cooks. Yeah,
just have the conversation over dinner
or after dinner, so you won't ruin the appetite. And after, obviously, your appetite hasn't gotten ruined because you went to bed hungry and you specified hungry. At Janet, I knew it wasn't me when I heard about his childhood blue plate.
What's the blue plate?
I had a favorite blue plate that I always only wanted to eat off of. That was my plate. And my sister would try to hurry up and beat me to the kitchen to get that plate and eat first. So when I had to use another plate, I just wouldn't eat. That was my plate. She did it out of spite. So I'm not eating it until I get my plate. I'm not touching that food. I don't want to eat it. She did it out of spite. That was wrong.
So your mom. Well, so what did your mom do? She waited till your sister finished eating.
No, she would grab another plate. No, she wouldn't enforce. She should have enforced it, but she would just sit there. If she got the plate first, no, but this is my plate. Everyone knows I love this plate. So why is she being a smart ass and going to take the plate first? So, but my mom would fix it on another plate. But I'm not eating. Now my mom mad. Everybody be mad. I guess I'm gonna fall asleep right here at this table, but I'm not touching that food. So I used to just fall asleep at the table, and I'm not eating.
How old were you when you were doing this?
I was a kid, but that might be my sister's might be her fault. She might have been the one that scarred me from this. Now that I'm thinking about it, if there is some deeper issues,
spoiled.
Why take my plate? But either way,
I wish I would tell my grandmama I ain't eating because this ain't the plate I want.
I would have my favorite plate.
That food would have been down my. She would have stuffed that food down my throat, and I would have got a spank.
He's used to his petty being matched, and I refuse. He's amazed that I still feed him when we're going through something. Cause it doesn't.
Yeah, because when you're mad, I'm like, oh, she's still cooking for me. It's like,
why wouldn't you
it's like, did she put something in my food? And then she get mad about when I say that. You spit my food?
No.
She gets real angry.
She ain't spit in it.
Because you need to understand that plate. Yo, that is a bizarre. That is interesting.
That's petty, but she used to take my plate. But anyway, I just saw that and I thought it was interesting. Like I said, I didn't expect it to go this long. I didn't expect this to.
No, this is
down this path. To be honest.
Oh man, mama's baby
so what
boy.
else you got, Jay?
No, I mean go to let's he's on a roll. Let's go to this pretty girl privilege thing. Look, he's on a roll. He's on fuego right now. Just make him sleepy. Put it in the food. Yeah, just put an Ambien in the food or something. I don't know. Like I just can't.
Rotten mamas.
I thoroughly just cannot go to sleep. I just can't. It just irks my brain that I'm gonna sacrifice because I think I'm right. I'm not sacrificing. I'm eating your food.
Just care
I'm
about your partner,
it.
people. That's for me the moral of this to take away. Care about your partner. Don't allow them to go to bed upset or hungry. If you can fix something about it, have the conversation. Don't just ignore it. That's going to make things worse. That was
you got it goes both ways, Jay.
He doesn't go both. He doesn't think of the other person. He doesn't think of the other person.
I want to have the conversation. I want to figure it out.
But no, do you literally think of things?
I may need therapy though, because the dream I can wake up from a dream and it feels so real and have me just a little bent out of shape, just a little bit, because the possibility, like, where did this dream come from? So I can say that
your
part,
mind.
That part is a little
Jay, it's been 14 years. There are no possibilities.
But I can acknowledge that dream part. But if we upset about something, we need to figure it out. Like, we're just not going to just ignore me and I got a problem and think that that's okay.
So you
okay. Thank you, Jeanette. I was wondering how that
regular J Black, she made me put my food on another plate so you can have. Wow.
Not all the time.
Wow.
But but because she knew you was doing it out of being spiteful.
Wow.
But it was sometimes where I got stuck with not my plate. But yes, it was times where she was, the boy want the plate. What you doing it? You don't care. So why are you taking that plate? Ain't that petty? I guess that's what siblings do though.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't have no siblings.
I do. Me and my sister, we never really
I didn't grow up with my brother. My brother has a different mom. So
me and my sister never had any type of, like, she just got on my nerves because she always wanted to be right next to me all the time. And I'd be like, come on, it's like, stop playing. And she, like, if I sat down to watch TV, she would sit next to me to watch TV. If I went to my room, she wanted to go to my room. If I went downstairs to the little play area, she was in the play area. And I'm like, come on, bro. We spent all day. I got to babysit all day. And now you want to be right next to me. And it used to be so I'm like, would you leave me alone? Like, the girl would come in the room like a ghost. My sister used to have this blanket that she would just sit there, like, she was like 4. She would just have this blanket and sniff. And I'd wake up in the middle of the night and, like a ghost, she'd be standing at my door and scare the fuck out of me. And I'd be like, just get into bed. That was the only thing we had. Like, we never argued over plates and stuff like that. We never did any of the. Nice. We never did the whole.
What's the age difference between you and your sister?
How many years different?
1, 2, 4. Because we used to call ourselves 7-Eleven when I was 11. We was 7-Eleven. So yeah, it was a 4-year difference. So she would just when I heard thunder, I already knew what it was hitting for. I already knew she was coming in. I already, like, she was always coming in. So we ain't had a blue plate. First of all, in my house, if somebody would have claimed some shit as theirs, do you know what type of rage my dad would have jumped into if somebody would have said, this is my plate? Do you know how quick that motherfucker would have jumped in somebody's face and said, ain't shit in this house yours? Oh my God. If I would have said that this is mine, that motherfucker would have lost it. You talk about snapping. Oh, man. Yup, that's my daughter. Thunder, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't know what it is about thunder. I like thunder. I even like the Texas thunder. I like how loud this shit is. Like, I guess I like being a little shook. All right, last thing, and then we'll wrap this up. Play the video of the pretty girl privilege, which is
I hate the fact that people have to feel like they're beneath other people based on I didn't do shit for this face. And that's something I explain to my kids regularly. When people tell my daughter that she's beautiful, I correct them. Yes, take that compliment. She'll say, that's God's compliment. That's not my compliment, but thank you. Because she didn't do shit for that.
Wow.
The first thing that happens is when you find yourself in a messed up situation as a grown up, you're like, damn, what can I do? What can I do? I'm pretty. So now you about to trick with. Now you about to hit the stage. Now you about to use your face because you know how to use your face to get what you want because he's been telling you pretty all your life. I hate that shit.
Wow. So
I hate that shit.
Now we need a press conference.
The reason why I have such feelings about this conversation is because this is something I am very intentional about. Yes. My daughter is light skinned, hair look like mine, green eyes. I tell her regularly, you better be smart because that face ain't gonna do to get you laid on your motherfucking back.
Yo, how about I had the same conversation with my daughter? I told her, you got to learn how to use these superpowers. Society looks at pretty people in a way. And if you don't know how to use them superpowers, you will be played and you will turn into the little hoe. And me and Jada known a lot of pretty girls, and I'm sure Shawnee does. A lot of very pretty girls who got used up and spit out in this game because they thought all they needed to do was be pretty. They thought all they needed to do was be pretty, and that was gonna run it until it all got wiped on you. And then guys and people started looking at that person as, yeah, you pretty, but I mean, I agree with the girl. Society's unfair. Vanity's crazy.
Pretty has a privilege.
Pretty has a privilege. Handsome has a privilege.
Never heard of that one.
Handsome dudes walk into a room in shape, 6'2". They got a privilege too. They get looked upon differently too at them job interviews. Like, I'm cute. I'm adorable. I'm not handsome. Like, I'm good.
Every time
I'm cute. Like I know my position. Like when I say it, when a girl used to introduce you to her girlfriends as her boyfriend, the girlfriends would just be like, okay. Like, they'd be like, cool. They ain't never, I promise you, when I left the room, they wasn't like, girl, you done got that. You done bagged one up. Bitch, don't fuck that up, bitch. You see what you got over there. You lucky you saw him first. No, they were like, okay. When you got the superpowers, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, you're good.
So they shouldn't use their pretty privilege. They shouldn't flirt. They shouldn't do things that get ahead in life.
Shawnee?
Pretty is good. However, you need a brain with this, because pretty, just being pretty, if you're not smart, you're gonna get taken advantage of, and you're gonna think that you winning when you're really not. And I've seen that. I've seen girls that are, because pretty is not, pretty, number one, everybody has their own definition of pretty. I think today these girls, the way they beat their faces and they are with the hair and the wigs and stuff, everybody's attractive. Anybody can be attractive. You don't have to be, you ain't got to be light skinned with green eyes now. Everybody knows how to enhance, contour their face and, make it look like it needs to look. But I have seen one girl that I worked with at Radio 1. And to me, she ain't really pretty. But I get why. I'm not going to say who. She ain't really pretty. But she's, I get why, she was marketable.
Okay.
And she got promoted to another station and then promoted to another field. And then when she got to this other place, she realized, oh, I really ain't making no money. And I done slept myself to what I thought was the top. and now, she just
sound like you hating Shawnee. How you assume she slept her way to the top?
It ain't an assumption. It's facts. And but pretty is what got her in those.
Got the doors open. People look at you differently.
Doors. And now, I don't know. I can't say if she happy or not because I ain't talked to her. But when I did talk to her in the middle of her rise, there were some things that were said that I was like, girl, shut your ass up because you lying right now. You ain't happy.
Do you automatically equate pretty with light skin, long hair?
No.
But I think society, unfortunately, I think that's one of the things that I think is unfortunate. That's why my daughter has so many problems in high school.
I don't think it's just limited to light skin, long hair, because like in our industry, there's women of all shades, women of all races. Yeah. It's pretty white girls out there. Everybody can be pretty. That's what I'm saying. Everybody can dress themselves up to look like what society wants. I can walk out here. I can have a makeup artist come in here and beat my face, and I'll look like a completely different person. So you can attain that. I don't think it's that is just light skin,
but
long hair.
But that has been. There are a lot of people who have been called pretty simply because they were light skinned and had long hair, and they weren't.
I mean, yeah.
You get second and third looks very easily.
And yeah, that colorism is real. And I'm telling you, when I told my daughter, I said, I know what you're gonna go through in that school, and it happened verbatim. It happened verbatim. The critiques down the hallway were, "Oh, she thinks she that B because she light skinned and got." That was what she heard down the hallway, and would come home and be like, "Wait, what do you want?" And the unfortunate thing is when everybody else thinks the person is pretty, but the other person isn't. The person who's being called pretty is super insecure, and they don't even know they're pretty, and they catching hell for everybody assuming that they. And listen, man, the whole adorable thing. I'm adorable, but listen, if I was really sure about that, I'm gonna give you facts. If I was really sure about that, I wouldn't have spent my life trying to make people laugh all the time. There's an insecurity behind. When my whole thing was trying to make people laugh, that was insecurity for a long time of just trying to get people to like you because that's how you got people to like you. All light-skinned people isn't cute. I get it, Bush. I get it. That colorism thing is kind of real. And the pretty privilege, and I think there's a handsome privilege. Thank you, Stacey. DM me.
Your lady, you just gotta watch how you talk. Because you make it seem like everybody, you may be attracted to a certain thing. That doesn't make it everybody. And like I said, I just watch and observe nowadays. Like I said, I don't want to get into the colorism debate and all that. I just watch. If certain people have a preference, what's wrong with that person having a preference? If they only want dark-skinned women, if they only want heavier set women, is something wrong with that? So if somebody only dates light-skinned women, why are they ostracized and they're deemed this and that? So it's just, I guess it's a personal preference, right?
I think light-skinned women get the first look. If you are, brown or darker than that, you got to show up a certain way to get that first look. You can't, but I'm a brown girl, dark girl.
You sound like a little not jealous.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, because I'm not jealous of no.
The way you just said it sounds, they get the first look, like you're not the first pick. The dark skin girls aren't the first pick, or darker brown. Like
most times no. Most times no. And again, that's why I say it goes back to when you open your mouth, make sure that whatever is coming out of it, is making sense. And that's just what it is. I mean, people, they think that light is right.
And I never knew I had I still don't think I have a preference because I really like the way all women look. Like, I'm like, you look good. That she's pretty. She's cute. She's this, she's that. But in my life, everybody's been brown skinned. Everybody's been damn near Shawnee's exact complexion. Like my ex-wife, girlfriend. I think I had one light-skinned girlfriend.
So that's your preference. You may
I don't
not
know,
realize it,
but
that's what you end up with. So that's clearly your color, your shade that you. If you look back,
it was
not the
I
random.
always end up with the opposite because, really, my preference.
Oh, there was
my preference has always been
a few
dark skinned men, but I always end up with light skinned men. So.
Damn, Ashley said the colorism is so real that if you ugly and dark skin, you even uglier. Mm-hmm. If you light skin, ugly. If that makes sense. It don't know. It makes sense. Tyrese used to say that he caught hell in high school for being dark skinned.
But Tyrese is handsome. Like Tyrese is a handsome man.
But he caught hell in high school. He was like, yo, they was killing me.
Mm-hmm.
But when are you just ugly or unattractive? Like if you see the girl, remember OG from Basketball Wives? Like that's when a lot of that colorism came up. Is it not colorism or is she just not attractive? Like, do you look at Whoopi Goldberg is not colorism? Whoopi in Color Purple, she just wasn't attractive. Is it light skin? Like, at what point are you just not attractive?
But I mean, in the Color Purple, it just depends on. Like, I didn't see anything that was. I see what they were trying to do to Whoopi Goldberg, and people go to her, and I think just because she's dark. But if you've seen Whoopi with her straight hair, she have a wig on and straight, made up, she's an attractive woman.
Who, Whoopi?
Yeah, she was dating Ted. Her and Ted Danson were dating for a while. It just depends what you into. Like that's why I always say that person is not attractive to me. I always say that. I always try and say that person's not attractive. There's somebody who thinks this person is attractive.
Somebody think Precious is attractive. Somebody think Whoopi is attractive.
Gabby is if you look at her, but see that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. The first look, you guys are saying, oh, she's dark. Oh, she's a heavyset woman. You're not taking the time to look at her features and see what's really there. But with light-skinned women, it's just you see the light skin, you know, she red bone or whatever you say, and her hair, and sometimes the hair ain't even real. It's weak, you know. You don't take the time to really look and see what you're looking at.
Yeah, Jay Black watches all that shit, yo.
I be watching a lot of reality shows, but yeah, I do. I mean,
Jay Marie said I've had guys tell me normally I don't date light-skinned women. I'm like, what? Is skinned a word, or did we make that word up? Is skinned really a word, like light-skinned? Or isn't it just light skin?
Whoopi just ugly. Thank you, Nikki.
Damn, white chocolate.
That's why I said it. So at what point can somebody just be honest? Like,
no, but it's your opinion.
I mean, that's your opinion, though. That's her opinion. I don't think Whoopi is ugly. When I look at her and I look at her features, I don't see an ugly woman. But same thing with Grace Jones. I don't think she's an ugly woman.
Just unattractive.
To you.
Okay. To some.
Like some people think Viola Davis is beautiful, and some people may. It's all a judgment call on what you're. I think I've seen Viola Davis look incredible, and then I've seen her play roles where they specifically want her to look downgraded, and you got to be like you said with the Color Purple thing, they downgraded on purpose.
But if you look at it, their perceived unattractive people are all darker skinned. Is that true? Or like how often when you think of someone that's not attractive, are they light? I'm just saying.
For the most part, no, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. So when it's a darker skinned woman or a heavier woman, you don't take time to really sit down and look at their features. You just see what's there on the surface. You know, so when you see light skinned women, because I've seen light skinned women that they look hard, they look rough, and it's like just because she yellow, you know, don't mean that because when you're light. When you see light-skinned girls, you expect them to be pretty, but they're not pretty. It's like, oh, she ugly, sad, you know?
Yeah, when I first saw Lady Gaga, I was like, ooh, she's interesting looking.
She's not attractive.
But then when I saw her made up, when I saw her singing not the Dean Martin songs, the
song from that movie.
When I saw her, and I was like, oh. She has a very defined nose. And I was like, oh, I was like, all right.
She still ain't attractive to me. Lady Gaga is not attractive to me. And it's not because she's white. She just think she's black.
I think she's attractive. She's attractive now. She's one of my favorite artists. And that's another thing that takes precedent. Because all of a sudden, if somebody is really creative and artistic, all of a sudden they just look better. They have an ugly personality. That's what makes men or women of any color ugly to me. Well, yeah. I mean, but back in the day, I'd still smash.
I think that Shawn Robinson or Trendsetter, I'm not sure. He said, man, they had Halle Berry playing a homeless crackhead, and she still was considered looking good.
Well, look at her features. She has some nice features. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to dumb her. I mean,
she did look
probably
dirty.
Dumb her down a little bit more, but she just looked dirty. You know, it's some girls on the street like that are living hard lives that if you cleaned them up, yeah, they'd be drop dead gorgeous. But I just don't think people take the time to really look at the person. You just see, oh, you know, she dark skinned.
You just see this. You see OG, and you're like, oh yeah, she's attractive. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I think she's attractive.
I mean, I think the only thing she did wrong was that lipstick.
I mean, I'm not saying
I'm too dark, but I mean, she has pretty features. Her skin look good. I don't know who that is. So.
Jay Black put her up because Jay Black thinks she's ugly.
I didn't say that.
You're insinuating that, Jay.
I just said no, but that's a lot of the colorism debate came from the Basketball Wives, and it was because of her.
So what do you think? So give your opinion.
I mean, so what you think?
I think she ain't my cup of tea. She ugly, but that has nothing to do with me.
That's what we just said. Yeah, you.
But don't put that. I didn't say it initially, but I'm just saying, like, what are your thoughts? Like, I wouldn't date her. Like, that's not me. That's not for me.
I'm not saying I wouldn't even date her. Like, if I met her,
I would not date her. Find another picture of her and put it up.
You're not dating her. That was the best picture I found. Like,
let me see another picture of her.
Actually, she got juicy lips.
What she look like? I mean, that's just the wrong lipstick color. They did her wrong on that. And them eyebrows, they put too much, you know, and then they use black. You're supposed to use brown in your eyebrows. And
what did Don say? He's here to tell you what?
I'm here to tell you I used to date all light-skinned. Is that really a word? I want to know.
No,
women,
really not.
skinned women till I met this one dark-skinned woman. Let me tell you, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Really
I don't know if that's a scientific fact, but I get it. Miss Lady is killing it playing Miss Obama, part in the new series First Lady, and people think she's not attractive. A lot of people thought Michelle Obama wasn't attractive.
Yeah, they come at Michelle, didn't they, initially? But would you?
Yeah, they called her monkeys and all kinds of things.
I've never met her. I hate to sound corny. I think sometimes when you meet somebody, I think Michelle Obama has her good days and has her great days. Like all of us. I think there are days where I see her and I go like, wow, she really looks good today. She really looks beautiful. And then some
personality can really change a lot of that too. Like if you're a good person and like,
if you make me laugh, you're gonna change everything. Like if we giggle, we gonna change. Like she's not. I
don't think that this is an ugly woman.
No, I don't think she's at all. And I think the word ugly is harsh, but I know what we're doing is for the topic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think. And if she's got pretty hands, then she wins. I didn't like when Jay Black used to put those pics up asking the guests to choose, and he would have the dark-skinned woman looking horrendous.
Looking horrendous. Yep. He sure
they
would.
Look horrendous.
Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what you were doing.
You used to put Cheryl Underwood on.
What's wrong with Cheryl Underwood?
I don't know.
Yeah, you used to do that, and it wasn't right.
I used to just put pictures. You used to grab photos. You didn't give me any. It just used to be all right. You got to pick. End of the night hotel. Who you going with? I used to think that was fun.
Facebook user. So you think if Amber Rose was dark skinned, she would be looked at differently? Different. I don't know. We'd have to see. I wonder if there's a way. You know, I guess they could make. You know, I don't know. I think I understand Amber Rose is a very attractive woman. She was never in my top echelon, but I get it. Like, I know the body's sickening and the face is pretty. I get it. Like, I understand. Like, Jay Black got a thing where he had a picture of this girl with a fade and he was like, do you think she's attractive? And I was like, yeah. But I already saw your face. You was like, oh, she got a fade.
I think it was a meme that I saw online. I wonder what Mike would do. It says, fellas,
she is very pretty.
That has a fade. Like, could you date somebody that has a fade? Like, could you walk around and that be your lady on your arm?
Dog, she is really pretty to me. Like, I don't know what to say.
Would it feel like you dating a boy?
No, and I'm just going by the little bit of body she's showing.
just a little bit of the cleavage.
I'm just seeing a little bit of body that she's showing. She looked like she got something popping over there. I don't think that Amber Rose is cute. Her head is too big. White chocolate. Now, you know, dudes wasn't looking at nobody's head being too big.
Well, but that's the point. When y'all bring up Amber Rose.
Like her head too big? I never even noticed that. Okay, let's wrap it up. Oh, we got to save this picture for tomorrow. Save this picture. I think Shawnee froze. Shawnee, you froze.
Yeah, she froze.
You frozen. Oh, real quick. What's that movie that Will Smith is in this? He plays the genie.
Aladdin.
He got replaced, y'all. The Rock is playing Aladdin in the next movie.
In the new The Rock?
Yep, they got The Rock playing Aladdin.
He's too big and bulky compared to the Aladdin. Got muscles.
Oh, wow, I guess Will Smith had some muscles, but he gonna be a muscle-bound motherfucker now. So we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Goofball?
Yeah, I tried to actually. I wanted to get to that, but we'll get to that now. The silencing. I keep saying we forgive you, Will. Come back. All right, y'all. Rodney Perry, the 30-pound challenge is still in effect.
And he got a guest today.
Yes,
coming on?
Bob Sumner is coming on today. So
shout out to Bob Sumner.
We're gonna see if I can
Responsible
become a
for Def
star,
Comedy Jam.
a big star. I don't know.
Shout out to Bobby Sumner. All right, y'all. We'll wrap it up. We'll see you tomorrow. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. Shout out to everybody in all your comments. We appreciate you. Love me for who I am, who you want me to be. I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will never end. So you fight for everything in life.
Never?
Yeah. It will end. It's guaranteed. There's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute. Enjoy every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never, ever let anybody take it away from you. Thank you, Tam Tam, White Chocolate, Ashley, Don Page, all y'all cats for joining in. TakeOver Legends. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top.